Hello, Cancer. Let's go ahead and start with some deep breaths. I'm going to pull up a affirmation for you guys. I acknowledge my fear, but I replaced it with the inside of awareness. That could be something that you are experiencing at this time, Cancer. We're just going to slow it down, taking deep breaths. We are in the middle of Mercury retrograde. So some things may feel and seem misaligned, out of balance. Although I'm also getting you are just living your life, Cancer, at your utmost and at your best, okay? You're really just wanting to ground yourself in whatever you have at this time. Take that as it resonates. I'm also getting like, even if it's not a lot, Cancer, you're really just grounding yourself in it and finding the joy in that as well. Your soft side could be showing a lot more in this season. You're really also having to appreciate that, because what I'm getting is like you've been in the dark for quite some time, and this season is bringing up a lot of your joyful kindred spirit is what I'm getting. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. I'm getting that you may be working on a project and that you are finding joy in that. That's beautiful. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. A lot of fears coming up here, Cancer. Take this as it resonates. You could be experiencing turbulence. Something to be defined by you. I'm not sure where that's coming from. But you are wanting to set yourself free, is what I'm getting here. Because you have been in the dark for quite some time, for way too long, is what I'm picking up. You're wanting to give this season a chance to just let yourself be, if that makes sense. You are stepping out of the pit and you're coming out with so much more joy in yourself, like feeling more joy. And even in the dark, you're seeing the good. Like perhaps if you're around friends and family, they are bringing that side of you. They're bringing out that side of you. That place in your heart inside of you has not been forgotten. That place inside of you is always going to find its way out. So you could be in this season feeling like a little hopeless and a little discouraged is what I'm getting. But when you're around friends and family, they bring this side of you that is more joyful and perhaps even imaginative. Like you're creating a reality that is more joyful than where you've been. Okay, that's beautiful. You are, I'm getting, making your way out of the dark. You're getting out of that and you're giving yourself a chance to feel the love and the light even more. And you could be stepping out of that knowing that you still have this, like it's a sense of hope that you're holding on to, okay? I had written down here, the truth will always reveal itself. I have here judgment, bottom of the deck. What I'm getting with this guy right here on the bottom, where his hands are out open like that, I'm getting like you're just wanting to be free. You're needing time to spend time with the ones that brings the joy out of you, who also appreciates your kindred spirit, right? And allowing yourself to be around these people, you are also giving yourself a chance to feel that side of you. I keep getting that. And then bottom of the deck I have here, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness, freedom. You may notice yourself expressing a lot in this season. Notice that is what I'm getting. Speak up. Turn up the volume. You're needing this time a lot, more than you know. When we step in and step out, speaking our truth and standing in our power and grounding ourselves in that, regardless of what anyone says around you, it frees you. You have that sense of freedom. You have this, you're stepping into what feels more like your power. You're grounded in your power. You're standing in your own beliefs. And that is attracting the ones are like you, like-minded people, I suppose. You are finding yourself to be more in joy. I just keep getting that word. You're finding yourself to be more in and attracting a lot of happiness. Although there may be some confusion, this Mercury retrograde is having an impact in all of us. Mentally is what I'm getting. So that part may be a bit confusing. There may be thoughts that you may be questioning and emotions that are coming up. But you're really having to channel all of that by giving yourself a chance to be around your loved ones, allowing yourself to be around your loved ones. And this may be hard for you, Cancer, to get yourself out of the house or even get yourself to speak up. And I guess that's what I mean by turn up the volume. Like, you are allowed to turn up the volume. You're allowed to be weird. Like, you're allowed to, again, like, let your truth come out is what I'm getting. You're needing this time. I'm getting smile. Speak up. Turn up the volume. Make your truth known. Let yourself be free. This is just a very heavy energy I'm picking up on. Let yourself be free. When we hold ourselves back, we are restricting a lot about ourselves. When we hold ourselves back is what I'm getting. You're not allowing your true essence to show. Right, surrender. I have the Hanged Man. Coming into what feels like more in enlightenment, okay? There's something about the crown chakra. There's something about your crown chakra that you may be working on, you're practicing on. Hearing meditation. Ooh, you got two major arcanas here. We have the Magician and the Death card. Yeah, something about the crown chakra here. Look at that. At the very top of his head, the infinite sign. The number 8 could be significant for you guys. That could be a number that you're seeing often. Also the number 3 and the number 2. And the number 1. You're creating something here. In the beginning of this reading, I was saying something about a project. You're finding yourself to be more grounded in your project is what I'm getting. An art piece. You're really depending on this. You got 4 major arcanas here. Cancer. You may be stepping out. I have the Queen of Cups, bottom of the deck. The number 13 can also be very significant for some of us. You have the Hanged Man, the Magician, Death card, and the Wheel of Fortune. A lot of what feels, wow, heavy emphasis on major events here. A lot of changes, a lot of shifts happening in your life. And you may not be noticing this because you're just one in the present moment, Cancer. Like things are just moving really fast is what I'm getting. Like things are shifting really fast that you are not even noticing it yourself because you're just in the present moment, just enjoying the bountiful, the fruitful. You're just enjoying being here, right? You are wanting to consider something here. This means the world to you. I'm getting you may be on your way to approach somebody, approach something. And I'm reminded to tell you to take your time and to take baby steps in approaching this person, approaching this project, approaching something new. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. What you may be surrendering here. Some things from the past that have been and has been latching on to you. And you are now stepping into this, and you've stepped into this season telling yourself, I just need to let this one go. Okay. You're very certain about this. You know yourself to be very certain about this because you know you also need to get rid of this old energy. And perhaps this is what you're having to let go, surrendering. And then all of a sudden, all of this truth is now revealing itself, right? I'm hearing enemies. We don't like that here. That could have been the reason why you were in fear. That could have been the reason why you felt like you needed to be restricted. That could be the reason why you felt restricted because there might have been energies around you that you weren't very comfortable and it's just not sitting well with you. And that you're having to just let that one go. Okay? And you're just like jumping up and down like, oh, I'm so relieved. I'm so like in joy and filled with joy that I don't have to carry that anymore, and I can and allow myself to let that pass and leave it behind. Okay? And a lot of the truth that is coming to surface, a lot of the truth that is revealing to you in this season, you're telling yourself, I knew it. I knew that if I would have just let this person go, I knew that if I would have let this situation go and not fight back or not even slander, I knew if I would have just kept it to myself. I'm getting haters. That fear too that you might have felt. I knew I needed to let that go, so you let it go. And then here you are just like, I'm so relieved. I feel at peace. I feel more at peace. I don't need to latch on to this anymore. And that thing should not latch on me anymore. But in just having to allow yourself to surrender, this is what I'm getting here with the Judgment card, clarifying the Hanged Man. Because you're just like, I'm getting like somebody sitting in bed and you're praying, you're meditating, you're speaking out to the universe, and you're just wanting to have more of a peace of mind, okay? Moving on with this Magician. A lot of blocked energies that might have held you back from wanting to work on yourself. a lot of energies from the past that kind of held you back from wanting to move forward with whatever idea you wanted to do, whatever idea you wanted to come to fruition. Take this as it resonates, Cancer. This may not resonate for a lot of you, but this is an energy that is coming up. You felt, I'm getting the word restricted a lot. Because there was a lot of old energies that was latching onto you. You felt like I cannot even start working on this because this is in the back of my mind. Or I cannot start this new business, or I cannot work on this, just sit and do like a hobby. Doing something that you love, you're passionate about. I can't even do that sitting here with that thing behind me, or that thing in the back of my mind. And that might have been the reason why you felt let down, restricted, like you couldn't move, like you were just staying in one spot, in one box, in this little tiny box. But you are now even more fired up, is what I'm getting. Like all of this, you're fueled up. Now you're ready to make something of it, the Magician. Now you're ready to step out and work with it. And it's still brewing. It's still like, maybe this is an idea. I keep getting that. This is an idea that you have had for a while. Maybe this is something you have written down in your journal. You have been writing about it. You've been talking to yourself about it. This is something you've been meditating on. You've been praying for. And you're trying to work something with that, but you're kind of just moving in silence right now. You're not actually like coming out with it and talking about it as much. Like it's just still in your mind, right? It's just an idea. You're kind of just like mapping it out in your mind. I think that may be why the energy of the crown chakra came up for me, because you're wanting to just keep your awareness on it. And then the actions will be taken later. This season may push you to just sit with it, and it's still brewing. I keep getting that. It's still brewing. You're still wanting to plan on it, but not really having to come out with it just yet because it's not ready. But you feel a little let down about it, a little bit discouraged about it. 5 of Cups. It could be that this whole Mercury retrograde energy could be holding you back and restricting you from really going for this vision, is what I'm getting here. Moving forward with the Death card here, clarifying the Lovers. This is what I mean by you're wanting to approach something. It feels like your person. It feels like a relationship, a partnership just ready to happen. Like you're just wanting this to happen. And you're maybe wanting to approach this very carefully. You could be one in the present time really doing this as you watch this. Like you are one in the present time experiencing this. Like you're thinking about wanting to approach this person. And a lot of what you had experienced in the past, a lot of that energy, maybe your previous relationship, a lot of that energy is now like clearing. And then you're stepping into this new one, and you're even more balanced and feeling more balanced within yourself. You're even more grounded in your power. So it's an even more healthier, more clarity coming in. So you're stepping into this friendship, relationship with even more clarity. And it's brand new. It's brand new. And you know it to be brand new, but you're also really having to approach it very carefully because you don't want it to be ruined. Like you don't want it to even go too fast, or you don't want it to I'm getting the word fall. You don't want it to fail. You don't want it to fall. But you're so hopeful. Like you're feeling so inspired, and you're feeling so joyful, and you're feeling so hopeful that in approaching this, you know you have the confidence. You know you have changed a lot. And you know that a lot has shifted for you, that you now have the confidence, like your self-esteem is boosted. So you're thinking, okay, this is the perfect time to approach this person because I feel good and I want to share this energy with this person. And if I were to just approach it carefully, I have it in the palm of my hand. And things may just, be in this smooth, it feels very smooth. Like I said, you're not wanting to approach it too fast because you don't want to ruin anything. You don't want to say too much, but also not do and be too little in an action is what I'm getting. You don't want to be too much, but you also don't want to not say anything. You might just miss the opportunity. I'm speaking to a male. Masculine. Heavy emphasis also on Aquarius energy. Masculine energy is what I got here. I have your notes written down here. This is probably someone that you are considering, and they mean the world to you. And that's why you're having to just be in a very slow pace, because you don't want to ruin anything. You don't want to say too much that will kind of push them away. And you're taking your time in this. And I'm also reminded to tell you to take baby steps. Exactly. To approach it and take your time and taking baby steps. I'm getting distract yourself by being around friends, being around your family, and just being in the present moment with them. To not have to rush into anything just yet. Know that this time and this season is your time to just let yourself be free, let yourself be in constant cycle of joy and happiness, and really getting to know your heart. Okay. Moving on with the Wheel of Fortune. You may be one. I don't think you know what you're stepping into here. And I don't mean that like in a bad way. I'm not trying to like scare you or anything, but like, I just don't know. I don't think you know what is to come. You've allowed yourself to release energy, right? And having to allow yourself to release energy, that shows your appreciation, you honoring yourself, you honoring your worth, your value. You know yourself to be of value. You know yourself to be of importance. And when you allowed yourself to release all of that old energy, that also opens you up to something here. And I don't even really know that you know what is to come, because what is to come is like so much more than what you had asked for, or so much more than what you had wished for. But like I said, you just having to be in the present moment to not be in anticipation. Like I'm getting, don't get yourself riled up, but just really set yourself to be in a grounded place, like being very present, because you just don't know what is to come, what to expect. And maybe you're expecting it too much, Cancer, is what I'm getting. Like to just like enjoy what is here. Even if you have less, find the joy in it. I'm getting that you are filling your cup even more than you could ever imagine. And it's just leading you up to even more abundance, leading you up to so much more. Here, I have the Ace of Cups. I think that in this season, you're really just having to keep yourself occupied by filling your cup all the way to the very top until it's just running. And you are in the process of filling it up. You are in the process of letting your truth, just very focused on the truth. This is what I'm getting a lot, heavy emphasis on that. That's beautiful. Cancer, I think I'm going to leave it here. Thank you guys for your continued love and support, for always tuning in to my readings. You guys can find me on TikTok and Instagram. I have all of that information down on the description box below. Don't forget to like, share, and comment, as this video will also spread and others will also see it. Thank you guys for being here. Happy holidays. I will see you guys in the next. Take care of yourselves.